jet set way quicker. Made if I'ma go to date with ya.
I ripped it. All these on my true first, no dribble. These always talking pillar. Thing like scissor. Like youngin', I'm about my business. Yeah, they know what's up. Glizzock never gave up. All I know is go and get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain, they taking off your damn head. I'm running up this door, I almost broke my damn leg. Hey, these out here broke, they damn nerd. Damn little mama better. Richard Mill on me dancing just like Bia. Going against Glizzock, wouldn't wanna be a.
I'm a lane switcher, shape shifter, go grill plane.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Great. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
But right away, they'll change the look. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
A first down carry for Barkley. Now he's able to break to 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 41 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. They'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
Hurts. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw is Dart. On the arc. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the... There he goes, left side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
Well, that's what you want to do, partners. Help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. That's a line ball scooped up by the offense.
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's Dart. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Let's go.
Take him down at the 31-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer. King,
Now Hurts changing up the play. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 29-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, an ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look in the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Hey, 73.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
180. 73.
On 3rd down, Barkley. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants.
Malik Neighbors.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Giants are back within a score. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talk to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
That's good. For an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10. 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 1 and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Hurts looking to change the play. And he is going to lose yardage here. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
At the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Touchdown, Philadelphia! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Eagles 27, Giants 15. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Probably what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing, dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will get them one closer. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Go Silver, ready? Don't touch that.
And Hurts going to move him around.
And running again with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Hey, easy, 63, 63. Round up, Yeti. Hey!
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Great. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Round up, Yeti. Hey, Silver. Yeti.
Throwing his Hurts. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
Dart going to look to throw here. A flow right side caught by Neighbors.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
First and 10. That's a 29-yard line.
Now Dart. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Hey, 73, 73.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 3-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he's able to get it out of there. This is a pretty good kick. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
To the air, Dart. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
And the Giants, 1st down. It's a gain of 53 yards. 1st down, New York.
79 Broncos.
To the air again, Dart. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jihad Campbell. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They'll set up a throw to Barkley on the check down. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Saquon Barkley. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Ryan Wright.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
He's been terrific so far. Taking it about the 16.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And that will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Gain of 12. First down, New York.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing his dart.
Pass incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
An empty look offensively. Here's 3rd and 8.
In motion right is Robinson. To throw, Dart. And my goodness, another interception. Now inside the 25. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey.
And now they'll audible to something else. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you can get the baton.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's Dart. And now here's another interception. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off. Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
From the 44, Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
First down.
180.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley to about the 26 here. Ball at the 26. Second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
Now Hurts changing up the play.
6-yard line.
Crowd love Yeti. Crowd love Yeti. Alpha, alpha, alpha.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Barkley inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Up the middle with Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 4th down now after a loss of 2. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns. But in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, Dart. Over the middle, complete. It's Tucker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And the Giants, 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down.
Throwing his Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jihad Campbell. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And 7.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop?
Now Hurts looking to change the play. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on for the 5th time here today. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Dart. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. To throw now, Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
And the Giants, 1st down.
To throw is Dart.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
That's complete. It's Neighbors.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Here's Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now 3rd down and very long.
63.
Now Hurts on the option right. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
19 Tiger.
Throwing, dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's caught by Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, New York.
Dart going to look to throw here. Again, it's Johnson. And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's another Giants first down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 1st and goal. To the air once more is Dart. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And now we've got a one-score game, but at least a little light at the end of the tunnel.
Is that what we call a glimmer of hope?
Glimmer of hope.
Because they've got to get an onside kick and then find their way into the end zone before time expires. Glimmer, or what's less than a glimmer?
I don't know. You're the one that knows all the big words. A sparkle? A sparkle.
Yeah, there we go. That's what we're going with.
And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. And I saw the signs for so long. Just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home. Stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, closing in. I keep going in, going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. Always on my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors, and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah. Better when I wanna get better. I'm getting better when I wanna get better. I'm getting better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. Chosen one, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that it's my time. Let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. No regrets, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that I'll be fine.